On yesterday's video, I mocked Exceptional X-Men as the worst comic book of all time and said that Eve Ewing obviously had Kitty Pryde as this like self-insert as a depressed, anxious white woman who's talking to the camera, being quirky and being a lesbian. I was wrong, chat. I was wrong. I forgive me. Eve Ewing, forgive me. Clearly, Kitty Pryde is not your self-insert character. Even though this was still the worst X-Men comic I've ever read, it makes Chuck Austin's stuff look brilliant by comparison. This was not the case. And Eve Ewing, the other thing I was wrong about, she's not related to L Ewing. I don't know how this happened, just like pretty randomly. She's not. It wasn't a nepotism thing. I was completely wrong. Again, I didn't do my research. And mea culpa. I'm one of the few YouTubers who will admit it. It's far worse than that, actually. Eve Ewing is a race-baiting grifter like none other, and there is a different self-insert in this book. We'll get into that in a bit. My gosh. I'm one of the few YouTubers who can admit I'm wrong. Oh, my gosh. We're having fun over here. Of course, savaging SJW, Marvel, and DC. This is what your boy Zach used to do. Your boy Zach used to be trying to go hard in the paint against these woke weirdos who are destroying comics, blacklisting people, their cancel culture whisper networks. And he stopped, right? And he started going at people who are criticizing culture in non-comic book forms instead. So he promised something different, to build something new, to build a movement, and then build his comic book deal, and didn't deliver there either. I mean, we've got books that are 3 years late. We are what he promised to be. And so I would love for you to join us. If you're a former Your Boy Zach fan, this is the place to be. I appreciate all of you. I respect the customers. I respect people. You guys are awesome. And I am a comic creator myself, so I would love for you to check out my Hidden Emperor graphic novel. Now, unlike Your Boy Zach, we deliver like right away. These books will be coming out in a couple of months. Oh, cool, another backer. Awesome. Love when that happens. We do these a couple months after the Kickstarter campaign closes. The book's already done. I don't screw around on that front. I don't wait years. I still haven't gotten my Jawbreakers $1 book. I'm complaining about that every video. Until I get my book, Zach, I'm going to keep complaining. But look, this is our 12th graphic novel. We're ramping up things. We are doing what Eric July and Rippaverse does by having a full line to keep you engaged and to keep you to the point where you don't have to deal with Marvel and DC comics. And so every dollar of art, every dollar of this campaign is going back into art, being reinvested. We're just making more comics, upping our game every single time. And I would love for you to join us. I hope we can earn your support as a reader long term. This is great science fiction. This series right here is an alternative to Star Wars, Warhammer 40K. Stuff that's gone woke, and of course, we bring back the action adventure. I dial it back. Like, my style of writing is like 80s, 70s. If you like the 2000 AD stuff, Valerian and Laureline, different like kind of indie sci-fi classics, that's what I'm into, because that's where really a lot of gold is. If you haven't read those, you should start right away. But read this too. It's in the description below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get into our expose on Eve Ewing. Oh, what an amazing, stunning, and brave person. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is check X and just see how they... Oh. Huh. I've never interacted with her. What's going on here? Well, I guess she knows who I am based on my comic book channel. Thank you, Eve, for watching. So she got to hide in the little echo chamber right there. Now, I made the mistake yesterday in my video, like I said, mea culpa, of assuming that she was just... L Ewing's like wife or daughter or niece or something like that, and that she got in through nepotism, and that she made Kitty Pryde into a self-insert, because Kitty Pryde is your typical woke white woman adventure where it's that Exceptional X-Men. Watch the review for the full review. Nothing happens. It's just a depressed, anxious white woman who's a lesbian. And so I'm like, oh, she must be writing about herself. That wasn't the case, and she's not L Ewing's anything. She is a total race-baiting grifter, and she got in totally as a diversity hire, not via anything else. She's a writer, scholar, and cultural organizer. You see that? Cultural, or she would have used community organizer, but that's too on the nose for Obama, and so she had to change it to cultural organizer, and that way it feels like it's a little A little better for Marvel. Now, she worked on Ironheart and Riri Williams. Riri Williams is her self-insert. Look at her. I mean, it's basically the same thing. That's what she was trying to do. She's the smartest, brilliantest, best black person who's better than all the white guys like Tony Stark. That's what she was trying to do there. Of course. You can see she's an associate professor of the Department of Race, Diaspora, and I don't even know. Indigeneity. Indigenous whatever at University of Chicago. I'll fix that in edit, guys. Don't worry. I could talk pretty one day. That's why I'm a writer, not a talker. I could write that word. I just can't say it. Teaches courses on education and racial inequality. Please clap, everybody. She's also a cultural organizer, which means she works collectively with other people to build and nurture creative communities, strive for social transformation through artistic and cultural practices. Well, Eve, I'm the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction. I mean, I guess you're really not building. I guess my indigeneity or whatever, my Hispanicness doesn't count. Why doesn't it count? It's all about your little shill political cloud structure, and it's all fake and it's all gay. That's why. Yeah, you're all grifters. You don't have any talent, and you know it. And you don't have anything to say for science fiction, for comics. All of it's a race grift. Yeah, I'm calling you out right now. I don't mince words over here. We're not playing things. This is the dark roast. If you remember that, leave a comment. But that's, yeah, if you go to her Wikipedia, it's the same thing. It's all about racism in school closing in Chicago's South Sides. I mean, that's what she talks about all the time. And you see this, like, with a lot of people. I did a video on my main channel on the magazine of science fiction and fantasy, and there's, like, some black lady who just writes about black stuff there, too. Same thing. Race grifter who doesn't put in the work, who has no talent, and destroying that over there, too. And it's the same thing. All these people are just using their skin color to try to get into these jobs, and it works every single time. Now, this is pretty funny. This is from the XMen Reddit. Eve Ewing, what should I know? I don't know her work. Do you like her? What's it like? I like her a lot. Feel like she's gotten a chance to really thrive and explore on a Marvel series. Most of her work has been solo books, but I think she's interested in cool ideas. She creates diverse characters. That's a plus for me. She'd have Black Panther run, of course. Oh my gosh. Well, this sounds depressing, says actual readers. I've been meaning to read her Ironheart run. Oh, geez. I've read her Black Panther. I found both incredible boring. Yeah, the same thing. Exceptional X-Men. There's nothing exceptional about this. It's literally Kitty Pryde bitching for like 12 pages, as I said. I'm doing a review. I don't want to review it again. I already reviewed it. Go watch my review. She sucks. She got her start in comics because of a petition for her to become the writer of Ironheart because her hair looked like the characters. When I'm talking about self-inserts, we're not lying here. That's exactly what she did. And not to be outdone, she did it in Exceptional X-Men again. It wasn't Kitty Pryde who was a self-insert. It's the, like, they, them, whatever. This is it. And as I mentioned in my review, like, she's got the same powers as Colossus, so she's literally replacing Colossus as a young black girl who's getting, like, mentored by Kitty Pryde, or at least that's what it looks like the plot's going to be. So she literally did what she did with Ironheart as a character that's a self-insert replacing Iron Man, but black and a girl, and now it's a self-insert replacing Colossus, but it's black and a girl. It is that cringy. Like, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It makes you wonder, like, what the hell the Marvel editor team is thinking. It's like, you come in there and it's like, hey, Tom, I'd like to write Amazing Spider-Man, but I want him to be a Hispanic dude like me. Oh, I guess they already did that with Spider-Man 2099. Huh. Interesting. But if I did that, if I replaced Peter Parker in the main timeline and just made him look like me, talk like me, act like me, they'd probably go, screw you, John, right? And rightfully so. But when a black lady does it and she's race grifting off of everybody, she demands to get hired, or she'll call you a racist. And they do it. They go for it. And it's just sad to watch. It's also sad to watch Kitty Pryde being made into a lesbian, ignoring Colossus. Colossus is just cucked by a chick now, gone, erased, and replaced by a black woman. Really, really sad. But yes, that's what happened. Eve Ewing is not a nepotism hire. She's a race baiter hire. She was not writing Kitty Pryde as a self-insert character. It's this Black Lady and Ironheart who are her self-insert characters, but that's all she does. She's just like every other diversity hire at Marvel that can't write a story. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button, and please read The Hidden Emperor. This is a great book. And of course, we have lots of different characters are all about action adventure, where Exceptional X-Men had nothing going on. This is just like breakneck, fast-paced spy thriller action. You're going to love it. Check it out in the description below. Thank you guys so much for supporting this and making our best and most successful creative effort so far. We'll be back soon.